undoubtedly a minnow of the football federations. At the 2014 World Cup, 5 nations from North and Central America will compete to raise the continent's profile. Surprisingly, it could turn out that CONCACAF's smallest qualified nation, Honduras, holds the Confederation's best hope of reaching the knockout round. Their draw delighting fans.
Alegre,
Happy.
creo que alegre es una palabra muy pequeña.
I'm happy.
Estoy contento, feliz.
Football is a game
La
that
verdad es
unites
que el
us all in
fútbol en Honduras
Honduras.
es algo que
If you
nos
can
une
see
a
the
todos.
party we have here,
Poder ver
you
la
can
fiesta que hay
understand the word
aquí.
happy.
Te vas a
It's a
dar
small
cuenta
word
que
to
alegre es
understand
una
the
palabra
feeling
muy
here.
pequeña para lo que se está sintiendo.
In the midst of all this happiness, what is perhaps most surprising is this is their 3rd World Cup, having qualified for Spain in 1982 and last time out in South Africa 4 years ago. Though they are still chasing their first win at the tournament. In 1982, the gap in quality was vast, whereas in 2010 the Hondurans represented themselves well. Fell 1-0 to a good Chilean side, lost only 2-0 to eventual champions Spain, and then drew 0-0 with Switzerland, who had beaten Spain in their first match. The Honduran national team's profile is rising, and they hope this time they'll be able to achieve that all-important first victory at the World Cup. Following their impressive Olympic performance at London 2012, in which they reached the knockout rounds, Los Catrachos made their home ground a fortress during round 4 of CONCACAF qualifying. Honduras managed to see off the USA, Jamaica and Costa Rica, while draws with Panama and Mexico did little to damage their campaign. In 10 games assured them of a 3rd place finish and automatic qualification for the World Cup. But their 12 goals conceded is troubling. Coach Luis Fernando Suarez will want to shore up his defence before Brazil.
Today, we made a big step, like in the past when we beat Mexico, United States, or when we drew with Mexico too. All those steps allow us to believe we are going in the right direction.
While the qualification campaign wasn't simple, there were moments of spectacular individual play mixed in with a solid team effort. And there is genuine optimism that Los Catrachos can reach the 2nd round. The hallmark of Honduran football has long been the side's team ethic. And with much of the squad that appeared in 2010 returning, and bolstered by players from their Olympic squad, it's stronger and more experienced than ever. Wigan Athletics creative Roger Espinoza and Stoke City's Wilson Palacios will form the heart of the Honduran midfield. Palacios is a huge attribute and the nation's most experienced player, having spent 7 years in the English Premier League playing as a defensive midfielder. While going forward, New England Revolution's Jerry Bengston and itinerant star striker Carlo Costley have plenty of goals between them. Bengston debuted in 2010 and scored 18 goals in his first 38 games for his country. Costley has returned from Greece and China to play in the domestic league. The pair are a formidable threat. Honduras has been thrown into Group E, alongside Switzerland, Ecuador and France. a group that could see any two teams advance to the knockout rounds. The French media has written off any challenge from Los Contrachos in the first match, labelling Honduras perhaps the weakest team going to Brazil. But while Honduras ranks near the bottom of teams that qualified for 2014, neither Ecuador or Switzerland are making similar comments. On numerous occasions, Los Contrachos